Sneaky Peeky Spying. My name is Junie Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B and that's all. I go to kindergarten. Kindergarten is what comes before first grade, except for I don't know why it's called that silly word of kindergarten because it should be called zero grade, I think. My teacher has the name of Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. Mrs. has short brown hair and a long skirt of wool, and she smiles a real lot, except for sometimes when I'm noisy. She claps her loud hands at me. It used to scare me very much. Only then I got used to it. And now I don't even pay it any attention. I wish Mrs. lived next door to me. Then me and her would be neighbors and bestest friends. And also I could spy on her. Spying is when you be very quiet and you look at people through peeky hole or a crack or something. I am a very good spyer. That's because I have a sneaky feet and my nose doesn't whistle when I breathe. Last Friday morning at Grandpa Miller's house, I hid it in the dirty cloth hamper. Then my grandpa came in the bathroom and I lifted up the lid a teeny bit and I picked my eyes at him and guess what? Grandpa Miller took his whole teeth right out of his head. That's what I popped right out of the hamper. Hey, Grandpa, how did you do that, crazy thing? I hollered. Then my grandpa screamed very loud and he ran out of the bathroom speed kick. Grandpa Miller has a high blood pressure, I think. Pretty soon, Mother hurried into the bathroom with angry feet. That's it, she yelled. No more spying. This is the last time I'm telling you. Do you hear me, Missy? Do you? Yes, sir, I said, because you are hollering right in my ear. That's why. Then Mother took me home, except for she kept on staying mad at me. Find something quiet to do, she said, kind of growly. Your baby brother has to take his morning nap. So then I thought and thought about what to do, and a very great idea popped into my head. First, I took off my loud shoes. Then I tiptoed into baby Oleg's room in just my sock feet, and I spied it on his through the bars in his crib. Cause what could be quieter than sneaky peeky spying? Of course, only too bad for me because that boring old baby just kept on sleeping and sleeping and he wasn't being fun. So that's how come I accidentally blowed on his face and I tickled his nose with a ribbon and I shouted, Wake up! In his ear. And guess what? Only opened his eyes. That's what. Then he started crying very loud, and the mother ran into his room. Only she didn't even see me, because I hid in the closet. I smiled to just myself. I'm the bestest spire in the whole wide world, I said inside my head. That's how come when I rode the bus to school that day, I did a little bit of bragging. I'm the bestest spire in the whole world, I said to my bestest friend named Grace. Then I took off my shoes and I showed her my sneaky sock feet. See, I said, see how quiet they are? You can hardly even hear those guys. After that, I bragged in and out for her. And see, my nose doesn't do it so either, I said. That Grace smiled. I'm good at spying too, she said. I petted her. Yeah, only too bad, Grace. But you can't be as good as me, 'cause I said it first. That Grace did a mad breath at me. It is called a hoof, I think. I heard your nose whistle, Grace, I told her. Just then, the bus got to school, and me and that Grace reached each other to the playground, except for she beated me, only it didn't count, because I wasn't really racing. Then we played horses with my other bestest friend named Lucille. Only pretty soon the bell rang, and we all ran to room 9's Peeky. Mrs. was at the door waiting for us. Good afternoon, ladies, she said. Good afternoon, lady, I said back, very polite. Then Mrs. smiled at me. That's because she is the nicest teacher I ever saw. And so I wish me and her were bestest friends. And guess what else? I wish I could hide in her hamper. Questions. Me and my bestest friend Lucille sit at my same table together. My table is where I sit up straight and do my work and don't talk to my neighbor, except I keep on forgetting that part. I wonder where Mrs. lives, I whispered to Lucille, real quiet. Real quiet. Shh, said Lucille. We can't talk or else we'll get in trouble. And anyway, you are not allowed to know where she lives because it's a secret. Says who? I asked her. Says my brother. That's who. And he's in third grade. And he says the teachers have to keep their house a secret, or else kids might go there and throw rotten tomatoes. I did a at her. Yeah, only I don't want to throw rotten tomatoes, Lucille. I explained. I just want to hide in her hamper. That's all. I don't care, she said. You are still not allowed, because my brother said so, and you know more than we do. So there. I made an angry face. So there is not a nice word, Lucille, I said. Then I made a fist at her, except for Mrs. Sammy, and so I had to unfold it. After that, I behaved myself very good. I sat up real straight and I did all my work. work is when you use your brain and a pencil. Only sometimes I accidentally use the eraser too hard and the big hole drops in my paper. Hey, I did it beautifully today, I called out. Cause just what? No hole. That's what. Mrs. came to my table. She put a gold star on my work. You did it beautifully, Junie. She said. Maybe I'll hang this one on the wall for Grandparents' Day on Monday. Would you like that? Yes, I said. Only I keep on forgetting how come those guys are coming to this place. Then Mrs. explained to me all about Grandparents' Day again. She said our grandparents are coming for a visit, and we get to show them room 9, and also we get to have refreshment refreshments together. Mrs. said refreshments are cookies and beverages. I raised my hand. Yeah, only I don't think I'm allowed to have the kind of drink named beverage because I'm only allowed to have milk and juice and that's all. Mrs. looked up at the ceiling with her eyes. Then I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. How many of you think you can bring cookies on Monday? Asked the Mrs. I hollered, very excited, because my mother is the bestest cookie baker in the whole world. That's why, except for one time, she accidentally forgot they went in the oven and the fireman had to come to our house. Miss, Mrs. laughed. Only I don't know why, because that was not a funny story. After that, she gave me a note for mother. There was just some writing about baking cookies, I think. If your mother has any questions, please tell her to call me, says Mrs. Just then, I got a very great idea. Hey, I said, maybe me and mother can bring the cookies to your house, and so then I can see where you live. Mrs. rumpled my hair. You don't have to come to my house, Junie. Just to bring the cookies to school on Monday morning. I smiled very sweet. Yeah, only I still want to see where you live, I said. Then Mrs. turned around and she walked back to her desk. That's how come I had to follow her. Do you have the rich kind of house or the regular kind of house? I asked her. Because I just have the regular kind of a house, except for mother wants the rich kind. Only daddy said, let's look. Mrs. pointed at my chair. That means to sit down, I think. Yeah, only do you have a daddy that lives at your house too? Are there any pictures of him in your wallet? Let's look in there, okay? Do you have a secret compartment in it? Cause my grandpa Miller has one of those things with $50 in it. Only don't tell grandma. Mrs. took my hand, then me and her walked back to my table. Yeah, only guess what? I'm wondering now. Now I'm wondering what your bedtime is because my bedtime is when the little hen is at the 7 and the big hen is at 6. Only I hate that dumb stupid bedtime cause I'm not even tired yet, of course. Mrs. put her finger up to her lips. That's enough. Junie B, she said. I mean it. I want you to settle down now. Then she went right back to the front of the room and she didn't answer any of my questions because guess why? Mrs. is a secret mystery guy. That's why. Secret mystery guy. Me and my best friend Grace rode the bus home together. That's when I told her about Mrs. and her secret house. Mrs. is a secret mystery guy, I said, because she wouldn't answer any of my questions, and so now I have a curiosity about her. That Grace wrinkled her eyebrows. Me too, she said. Now I have a curiosity about her too. I petted her again. Yeah, only too bad, Grace. But you can't have as much as me because I said it first. Remember that? That Grace did another hoof at me. Hoofs, your nose is still whistling, Grace, I said. A few minutes later, I got off the bus. I ran to my house like a speedy rocket. Grandma, 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 I shouted, very excited. It's me, it's Junie B. Jones. I'm home from my school. Grandma Miller babysits me and baby Ole when mother is at work. She was in the kitchen feeding Ole, spraying the peas. Guess what, Grandma? Guess what? My teacher is a secret mystery guy and she won't tell me where she lives. Only I want to go to the house very bad. Grandma Miller shushed me. There's no need to shout, Junie B, she said. I'm right here. Yeah, only I can't help it, Grandma. Help it, Grandma, because I have a curiosity about her. Grandma Miller did a little smile. Curiosity killed the cat, she said. Then my mouth went open and my eyes got very big too. What cat, Grandma? Where did the curiosity kill it? Was it in the street by my school? Because I saw a squishy cat in the street by my school. Only Polly and Puffer said it got run over by the ice cream truck. Grandma Miller looked at me for a very long time. Then she went to the sink and she took an aspirin. Just then I heard a noise at the front door. And its name is Mother was home from work. Mother, I have a important note from Mrs. Because you and me are going to bake delicious cookies, and then we can take them to her house and see where she lives. Mother read the note. The note said to take the cookies to school, Junie B. No, not to your teacher's house. Yeah, only I already know that. But my teacher is a secret mystery guy, and she won't tell me where she lives. And so you and me have to find it ourselves. Mother shook her head. No way, Toot, she said. Yes way, I hollered. We have to, because now I've got curiosity in me, and I have to find out where her house is, or else Grandma said I'm gonna get run over by an ice cream truck. Then Mother did a frown at Grandma, and Grandma took another aspirin. Your teacher is not a secret mystery guy, Junie B, said Mother. She's just a regular person with a regular family, and there's no way that you and I are going to bother her at her house. I stamped my foot. Yes, we are. We are too, because I want to. That's why. After that, I got sent to my room because of no shouting and no stamping my foot. Oh, yeah, I never even heard of that rule before. I shut my door very angry. Then I put my head under my pillow and I called mother the name of Pew head. And guess what else? I said very quiet. Teachers are not regular people, so they're ha ha for cookie mix and other stuff. The next day was a Saturday. Saturday is the day me and my mother go to the grocery store. I have rules at that place, like no hollering, no words, I want ice cream, and no calling mother the name of a big mini when she won't buy it, and no eating a bag of marshmallows that doesn't belonging to you. Or else the store guy yanks it away from you. And he says eating is the same thing as stealing, young lady. Then he takes you to mother, and she has to pay for the whole entire bag, except for I don't know why, because I only ate three of those softy guys, and that's all. The carts at the grocery store have seats in them. That's where babies sit, only not me, because the beggars get to work all by themselves. And guess what else? One time, mother even let me push the whole big cart without any help, except for them some baked beanies got knocked off their shelf, and the grandma got her foot caught in my tire, and so now I have to wait till I'm bigger. My favorite ale is where the cookies are. That's because sometimes there is a lady at a table there, and she gives me and mother cookie samples, and we don't even have to pay for them. Their name is freebies, I think. Only too bad for me because this time the lady wasn't there. Darn it, I said, very disappointed. No freebie lady. Mother smiled. That's okay. When we get home, we are going to bake our own cookies for Grandparents' Day. Remember? Won't that be fun? She asked. I made my shoulders go up and down. That's because I was still mad at her for not taking me to my teacher's house, of course. What kind of a cookie mix do you want? Asked mother. I did a frown at her. I don't even want to bake cookies anymore, I said, because you still want to take me to where Mrs. lives. Mother rumpled my hair. Staying mad isn't going to change things, Junie B, she said. Now, do you want to pick out the cookie mix or shall I? Then mother picked out some cookie mix and she gave it to me and I threw it in the cart very hard. Thank you, said mother. You are not welcome, I said. After that, mother took me outside of the store and me and her had a little talk. A little talk is when mother is mad at me and she said, "Oh, who do I think I am, Missy? And exactly how long do I think she's going to put up with me?" Then I have to say apology to her. Apology is the word I'm sorry, except if you don't actually have to mean it because nobody can even tell the difference. After the little talk, we went back into the store. "Shall we try again?" asked the mother. Then she gave me another box of cookie mix and I put it in the cart. Very nice. "That's better," she said. "Thank you." "You are not welcome," I said inside my head. Then I smiled to just myself because mother can't even hear me in there. After that, me and her went around the corner and I saw my most favorite thing in the whole world. And its name is the water fountain. "Hey, I need a drink," I said, very excited. Then I ran right over there and I hopped up on the little step. "Need some help?" called mother. "No," I said, "'cause I'm almost 60 years old, that's why." And so I let it know how to work this big guy. "And here's another thing I know," I said. "No putting your mouth on the water spout, or else the germs will get inside you and you will die." I smiled, very proud. "Polly and Puffer told me that," I explained. Then I bended my head over the fountain and I drank for a very long time. "Hurry up, Junie," said mother. "I need to get the shopping done." I wiped my mouth off with my arm. "Yeah, only I can't hurry up or else I might get a stomach and spit up water. 'Cause a boy named William did that on the playground yesterday." Mother looked at her watch. "Okay, well, I'm going to be right here in the cereal aisle. As soon as you are finished drinking, come directly back to me." "Okie dokie," I said, very happy. Then I turned around and drinked and drinked and drinked, except for then I started feeling a little bit sickish. And so I had to sit down on the little step and rest my water. That's when the big front door of the grocery store opened. And guess what? My eyes almost popped out of my head. That's why. Because I saw a big shark and its name was a message. My real life live teacher named message was at grocery store. 5. Sickish. Message didn't see me. That's because I hid behind the water fountain pretty fast. And guess what? She had a man with her. And I never even saw that guy before. "Hey, who the heck is that?" I said to just myself. Then I ran my fastest to the cereal aisle to tell mother what I saw. Only all of a sudden I remembered about how she told me no more spying. And so maybe I might get in trouble with her, I think. That's how come I stopped running and I started to go back to pick at Mrs. some more. But Mother already spotted me. Hey, where are you going? She called at me. Come here. Yeah, only I can't come there. I explained because I just remembered something very important and it's called I'm not done drinking yet. Then I ran right back to the water fountain. Only Mrs. and the strange man were already disappeared. Shit, I said. Where did those sneaky Pete's go to? After that, I had to look all over the store for those guys. First, I looked where the chocolate milk was, then I looked where the pescetti and the tomato sauce was, and I also looked where the delicious candy was. Only guess what? I finally found them at the stinky dumb vegetables. That's where I quick ducked down and hid around the corner. Then I did some sneaky peeky spying on them. I saw Mrs. picking out yucky, blocky broccoli and the stewy, pooey tomatoes, and also the kind of vegetable named zucchini. Except for that, the stranger man snatched the zucchini right out of her hands and he tried to put it back on the shelf. Only Mrs. grabbed it right back again and she pretended to hit him on the head with it. And then they both started laughing very much. That's when a very terrible thing happened and it's called Mrs. and the strange man did a big smooch kiss. And it was in front of the whole entire everybody. I covered my eyes. That's because I was ashamed of her, of course. On account of teachers shouldn't do that smooch thing. After that, I picked my eyes between my fingers and I saw Mrs. standing at the grapes. She picked up a bunch of the green kind and she pulled some grapes right off the top of it, and that's when the most terriblest thing of all happened. Because just then Mrs. put the grapes in her mouth and she ate them. Mrs. ate the grapes and she didn't even pay for them. Oh no, I whispered, very upset. Oh no, oh no, cause eating is the same thing as stealing, remember? And the teachers aren't supposed to do stealing. Teachers are supposed to be perfect than that because they have to set a good example for little children. After that, I felt very sickish inside of my stomach on account of Mrs. didn't even get caught and learn her lesson because nobody saw what she did. Not the store guy, not the strange man, nobody except for me. 6. Squeeze kicks. I didn't tattletale on Mrs. That's because if I told mother I would get in trouble for spying, and if I told the store guy, Mrs. might go to jail, and so I just keep the secret inside my head, because nobody can see secrets inside your head, not even if they look in your ears. On Sunday, Grandma and Grandpa Miller came to our house for dinner. Only I couldn't talk to them that much. That's because secrets are very slippery, and I didn't want it to slip out of my mouth by accident. Why so quiet tonight, Junie B? Said Grandma Miller at the table. Cat got your tongue? My mouth went wide open. What cat, Grandma? Is it the same cat that got killed by the ice cream truck? How come he wants to get my tongue? Did his tongue get squished in the accident? Grandma Miller made a face. Then she didn't eat her roast beef anymore. Mother looked surprised at me. You sure did get chatty all of a sudden. Does this mean you are not mad about the cookies anymore? Mad about the cookies anymore? And so then I remembered to stop talking again, or else my secret might slip out. I squeezed my lips together very tight, and guess what I said? Even the next day, when I was on the bus to school, my lips still stayed squeezed. Hi, Junie, said my bestie, still friend, Grace. I did a wave at her. That Grace frowned at me. How come you are not saying hi? You have to say hi. It's the rules. Except for I still didn't say hi. And so then she called me the name of a big stinky. And when we got to school, that Grace told Lucille I was being a meanie. And so those two played the horses all by themselves, and not me. That's how come I finally had to sing something very loud at them. I've got a secret, ha 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 ha, I sang. The Grace put her hands on her lips. So, she said, we don't care, do we, Lucille? Except for just then Lucille ran over to Miss Peeky because she cared, that's why. If you tell me your secret, I'll be your best friend, she said. Yeah, only I can't, Lucille, I explained. Because if I tell you my secret, Mrs. might get in big trouble, and so I have to keep it inside my head. Lucille did a frown at me. It's not good to keep secrets inside your head, Junie B, she said. My brother says keeping secrets inside your head makes pressure in there, and pretty soon your head blows up. My eyes got very big at her. Oh no! I hollered real upset. Then I holded my head real tight with my hands, and I ran my very fastest to the nurse's office because she has a band-aid to hold your head together, I think. My head's gonna blow. My head's gonna blow. I yelled at the nurse. She jumped up from her desk and hurried over to me. What's wrong, Junie B? Do you have a bad headache? She asked. No, I have a bad secret. It's about Mrs. Only I can't tell anybody, and now there's pressure in my head, and I need a band-aid, or else it's gonna explode. The nurse said, calm down to me. Then she put a band-aid on my head, and me and her went to principal's office. Principal is the boss of the school. Me and him know each other very good. That's because I keep on getting sent down there, and so now I'm not even afraid of that guy. Principal sat me in a big wood chair. Good afternoon, Junie, he said. What's the trouble today? Good afternoon, I said back. My head's gonna blow. Principal frowned his eyes at me. Why do you think that? He asked. I did a little bit of squirming. Cause I got a secret in there. That's why I said. The principal sat down at his big desk. He folded his hands. Maybe if you tell me your secret, I can help you, he said. Yeah, only I can't talk, I told him. Principal looked disappointed at me, but I thought you and I were pals. He said, we are, I said. I'm not even afraid of you. Principal did a chuckle. Good, that's good, he said. Then why don't you tell me what's bothering you? That's when I did a breath at him because the guy wasn't listening to me, of course. Yeah, only I already said I can't talk. Remember that? Because if I talk, then I might accidentally tell you that my teacher stole the grapes at the grocery store, and then she might have to go to jail. And so that's how come I just have to keep it a secret inside my head, and that's all. Oh, I smoothed my skirt. The end, I said. Then I squeezed my lips together very tight, or else my secret might slip out. Only guess what? I think it already did. 7. Sour grapes. Principal called Mrs. to come to his office, only I didn't even know he was going to do that sneaky thing. That's how come I had to pull my skirt way over my head, or else Mrs. would see me there and she would know I tattletale on her. Don't do that, said the principal. Yeah, only I'm allowed, I said from underneath my skirt, 'cause I have on my new red tights and also boxer shorts. After that, principal went out of his office, and I heard my teacher's voice outside the door. Then I quick got down from my big wood chair, and I hid on the principal's giant desk, 'cause I was scared of what was going to happen. That's why I stayed quiet for lots of minutes. Then I heard the feet come back in the office, and so I made my breath very quiet. Junie, Junie B. Jones, said the principal. She might be hiding, said Mrs. She's good at that, you know. And so just then I had to think of something very quick, or else they might come looking for me, I think. Yeah, only Junie B. Jones isn't hiding, I said in a scary voice. Junie B. Jones had to go home. Only don't call her mother, or else she will get mad at you and crack your head open. After that, Pete walked real fast around the desk and was a principal. Come out of there right now, young lady, he said. I picked up my eyes at him. Shh, I said very quiet. Then I had to sit in the big wood chair again, and Missy just sat down next to me, except for I didn't look at her, or else she might be making a fist at me. Good afternoon, Junie, she said in a nice voice. I did a gulp. I think you and I need to have a little talk, she said. Then my eyes got a teeny bit of wet in them, because a little talk means I'm gonna get yelled at. Yeah, only I tried not to tell a tale on you. I said very quick, because I didn't want you to go to jail for stealing grapes. And so I kept it a secret inside my head, and I didn't talk, and Grandma Miller thought the cat got my tongue. Only today Lucille had my head was gonna blow, and so that's how come I ran to the nurse for a band-aid, and she took to me to principal, and then my secret accidentally slipped out of my lips. Mrs. dried my eyes with a tissue. It's occasionally, she said. I'm not angry at you. I just need to know what you saw me do at the grocery store. Can you tell me what you saw? Then she said the word exactly. I made my voice very whispery. I exactly saw you eat grapes. I told her, except for you didn't pay the storeman for them. You just put them in your mouth and ate them. And that is called the word of stealing, I think. After that, I hid my head under my skirt again. You don't have to hide, Junie, said Mrs. I'm the one who should be hiding. I'm the one who took the grapes. I picked my eyes over my skirt at her. Then Mrs. did a little smile and she explained all about what happened. 2 weeks ago, I bought some grapes at the grocery store, she said. But when I got them home, I discovered they were so sour. No one in my family would eat them. So this week, when my husband and I went back to the store, I thought I'd be smart and taste a couple of grapes before I bought them. I raised my eyebrows. Is that the rules? I asked very quiet. Mrs. shook her head. No, she said. That's not the rules. I should have told the grocery man about my sour grapes, and then I should have asked him if I could sample one or two, but I didn't do that. And it was right of you to worry when you saw me eating them without paying for them. It was? I asked her. Mrs. smiled again. Of course it was, she said. It shows you know right from wrong. And it also shows that teachers make mistakes just like everybody else. Teachers aren't perfect, Junie. No one is perfect. After that, I felt a relief in me. Because of no more secret, that's why. Yeah, and guess what else I saw? I said, very happy. I saw you and your stranger man do a big smooth kiss, and it was right in front of the whole entire everybody. Only you didn't even know I was spying on you, because I'm not actually allowed to do that sneaky thing. Only my mother never even found it out. I smiled, very proud of myself, except for Mrs. didn't smile back, and the principal didn't smile back too. Guess guess why? Another secret just slipped out. That's why. 8. Grandparents Day. Mrs. was went back to room 9. That's because the bell rang to start kindergarten, of course. Only Prince Apple didn't let me go too. He said to stay in my old chair. Then he called mother on the telephone and he told her all about the grocery store and also about my sneaky Peeky spine. Principal is just squealer. After that, mother said she wanted to talk to me. Only when I said hi, she didn't even say hi back. She said she wasn't very happy with me busy. And no more spying means no more spying. And we would talk about this after her work. And then mother said she never wants to get any more phone calls from principal. Did I understand? Did I? Did I? I looked at principal. Mother says not to call her anymore, I told him. Then mother did a loud groan in the phone, except I don't know why. After that, me and her hanged up and the principal said I could go to room 9. And so I ran there, speed only too bad for me, because I got there too late to sing. My country TZD, sweet land of river free, which is my favorite folk song. And so I just had to sit down at my table and that's all. I showed Lucille my band-aid. See, my head's not blow up. I said very happy. Too bad, said a mean boy named Jim. I made a feast at him. Then me and him got into a scuffle. Scuffle is the school word for I accidentally tore his shirt. Only guess what? I didn't even get in trouble because just then the grandparents came to room 9 for Grandparents' Day. Hey, there's mine, there's mine. I hollered very excited. Mine is the grandpa with the baldy hair. Mine too, said the girl named Charlotte. Mine too, said my boyfriend named Ricardo. Then Grandma with the blonde hair came in, and she had long red fingernails and dang, dangling, dangling, dangling earrings with jewels on them. Jewels on them. That's my Nana, said Lucille. I smiled at her. Your Nana looks like Moneybags, Lucille, I said. After that, another grandma came in, and she ran over to that Jim I hate, and she tried to hug him very tight, only that mean Jim just kept on standing there, and he didn't even hug her back. I tapped on her. I will hug you, I said, and so then me and her hugged real tight. I hate your grandma, I said very sweet. Just then Mrs. clapped her loud hands together and she made the grandparents sit down in the back of the room. Then the children talked all about what we do in room 9. It is fun here, said my bestest friend, that Grace. We learn to count and to read and to wash our hands after we go to the bathroom and we learn recess and the snacks and art, said Ricardo. Art is my favorite, I called out. Only my art didn't get hanged up 'cause I painted a horse and his head turned out like a fat veneer sausage, and so I had to tear it up and stomp on it with my shoes. Then that mean Jim did a cuckoo sign at me, and it was right in front of the whole entire grandparents. Yeah, only everybody makes mistakes, I said. Right, Mrs. Right? 'Cause on Saturday you kissed a stranger man at the grocery store, and then you stole a bunch of grapes, and so even teachers make mistakes, right? Mrs. face went funny, then her skin turned the color of reddish, and her voice couldn't say any words. How come you are not talking, Mrs.? I hollered out. Does the dead cat got your tongue? Just then, Grandma Miller made a loud laugh in the back of the room. Then I heard my grandpa laugh too, and pretty soon lots of other grandparents were laughing and laughing. Hey, it sounds happy in this place, I hollered. After that, Mrs. didn't look so reddish anymore. Then we got out the refreshment, and Grandma Miller helped me put my cookies on the plate. Mrs. made an announcement around 9, and she said only 2 cookies apiece for the children, except for I ate 4 delicious chocolate ones, and nobody even saw me. Only that's not called stealing. That's called extra. After the refreshment, the grandparents had to go home to their houses, and so I hugged my grandma and grandpa very much. And then I hugged that mean Jim's grandma too, and also Lucille's mini banana. Love your earrings, I said. Then Missy saw me being polite, and she smiled very nice at me. Missy has white teeth. They are just like Grandpa Miller's teeth, only hers don't come out, I think, except I'm not for sure positive. And so guess what? I still wish I could hide in her hamper. That's what.